Hi, how's it going? My name is Abner and I am a senior at Point Loma, and I am part of Dr. Mooring's Costa Rica research team.
I'm TJ, and I'm a sophomore here at Point Loma, and I'm also part of Dr. Mooring's research team.
Welcome to our lab, ladies and gents. Over the past year, we've had the sweet opportunity of being part of Dr. Mooring's Costa Rica research team, as said earlier. And actually, this project has been going on 8 years now. It's a long-term camera trap study based on large mammals based in the Neotropical Talamanca Mountains. Our goal is to be able to further comprehend the elusive jaguar and also other predator species, such as the 5 other types of felids that you can find, like ocelot, puma, just to name some, and also other predator species like coyote and tapir as well. And with our data, we can help determine just how endangered the predator populations are, in addition to the food that they actually munch on, like deer, peccary, and tapir, just to name some of the few.
As a matter of fact, a study published last year acknowledged that although jaguars might not seem like they're endangered if you look at the whole national population, they're actually found in smaller populations that don't really mix together very often. And if you look at each one separately, each one is actually critically endangered. But our research team can help determine where those jaguar are and kind of how each population is doing and what we can do to help.
Although deforestation is largely ended in Costa Rica over the past few years, but there still seems to be another problem, like illegal hunting, which actually seems to be still a key issue in agriculture areas, and as actually seems to be producing an empty forest syndrome in many of the region's premier protected areas. And throughout our investigation, we use tools like camera traps, which you actually get to see some sweet, rad photos later. And we also use genetic analysis of scat, and in addition to working with the local communities out there in Costa Rica.
We really want to support the Ticos, the Costa Rican people, so they can proactively conserve their own resources by their own efforts, and we don't have to interfere. The activities that we help with involve participation from local partners in national parks, private reserves, biological corridors, and they maintain our camera trap network even while we're not there in the summer. We also collaborate with conservation organizations, universities, and ecotourism to help with our research.
But one of the things that actually stuck with me was actually how loving and how generous the Tico community was when they actually welcomed us in. And seeing the passion and that they have for nature and conservation that most of the country possesses is really unique. And some of the cool things that we have been able to help contribute inside the communities. Well, we have seen lots of jaguars for one, but we have also recorded some new species in areas that the species were not seen before. I really admired the passion that Ticos have for not only nature, but also for the conservation of nature, which is actually unique in most of the country. You can see it around. So summer research with Dr. Mooring allowed me to take on adventurous and challenging hikes where I saw wonderful things like waterfalls, exotic birds, and breathtaking views, like one of the highest peaks that we actually were able to climb, which is Mount Chiripo, and which is about 3,800 meters high, and which was pretty cool because also officially recorded, supposedly, last year we took a dog to actually climb that peak, and that in itself is just fascinating. And also another thing about this experience that has dwelled on me is actually, and hit me in the stomach, I'd have to say, is also the finger-licking cuisines that the Tico community has. Taste so good that they make you want to slap your mom.
Starting summer research after my freshman year has been one of the most rewarding experiences I've had at Point Loma. I've made lifelong friends in our science program, and I don't know anywhere else that has this great of a community. If you find out that Point Loma is the place for you, I highly recommend applying for summer research. You will not regret it.